Man, dude, that's like a double top, man. That shit can easily just, crash out. Hmm. Hey, yo, what's up, Tony? Interesting. So shit, apparently last night that limit order that I had, it worked, but it just didn't go far enough for my target to get filled. And then it stopped me out this morning, then it crashes completely down. We had a two-legged pullback. Looks like Yeah, it looks like they're gonna try to sell this thing down. Looks like it. I'm definitely gonna need more information. I'm already looking for. I mean, if it does pulls back into this area, I'm looking for a short. Sure, I'm definitely looking for a short in this area. Nasdaq, on the other hand, man, talk about if you were short last night. Talk about this market literally making you pay for it. That is insane. Insane. But I mean, overall, I mean, even though the shorts were working right here, and I thought that the shorts were going to actually take out this low and go a little bit lower, uh, we still got this major swing low right here that the bulls has protected. Shorts don't work until it breaks that low right there. I mean, anything above this low, any bearish movement is considered a pullback. If the bears are really serious, they have to break structure, and the safer trade is trading the retest. But yeah, yeah, and that's something else with gold too, man, because she looks like she's gonna do it. She looks like she will. Like I said, hopefully we can get a break of structure to the upside, get my order filled, and I can get a profit target. Which direction are you leaning more towards, Tony? All right. Hmm, that would have been nice if I. Damn. Okay. Looks like the bulls are trying to come back in with some force. Hmm. You're bullish. Yeah, I mean it's I think it's correct to be bullish. We had the bears failing to hold. I mean it did take out this low, but they failed to take out this low completely. The bulls came back, two-legged pullback into resistance. We saw the drop. Now we're seeing that push back up. Uh, we'll see. I'm gonna keep my order right here though. This is where I'm gonna go short. Yeah, let's see. We'll see how much it is. I'm not gonna be foolish or nothing. Oh shit, I didn't realize that. I mean, we all know that gold is a baddie for real. I mean, that goes without question. You know, gold is really consistent. I mean, about what it does. It really is. It's really consistent. I mean, that's so true about gold, man. It's so true. It really is true about gold. That is definitely true about gold. If you stick to the rules, you should have no problems. She literally doesn't leave any room for trying to be cute. As long as you stick to the rules, man, gold will keep you paid for sure. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious why I got that limit sitting right there. I'm looking for the retest of this breaker structure right here. I'm looking for the market to come back into this area and we see a rejection. That's what I'm looking for right here. Hopefully we get it without, the market being too cute about it, Yeah, what's up, Santiago? Damn, dude. Sorry to hear that, Santiago. Which account was it? Was it a Top Step account or was it your Apex account? Oh shit, your Top Step funded? Yeah, I mean that's what this game is about, man. As long as the account paid you, you got your return on your investment. The only thing that you kind of lost now is that you have to just start over. That's about it. But for the most part, damn, look at Nasdaq go. God damn, look at the Qs. Let's look at the Top Step indicator real quick. Let's see what the indices chat is talking about. And the indices chat looks like everybody's on the right side of the market, man. What's up with that's crazy. Oh, so you're gonna use the back to funded feature? Damn, look at all this green. Okay. Oh, you just got a new combine? Okay. Mm. All right, here comes the moment of truth right here. This is definitely going to probably get filled here. The question is, will this be the area where the bears step in? That's the question. But look at all that buying, dude. My God, look at that buying. Look at all this buying pressure here on gold right now. Look at all this buying. Let me make sure that I'm looking at this thing correctly. You said that it hit a 50 on the Nasdaq? Yeah. And you're talking about like in this range, right? Okay. Moment of truth right here. Let's see. You can touch that. Yo, congratulations on that, Tony. Congratulations on that. Hopefully I can get this limit filled before it decides to crash out. Hopefully. Hopefully. And then hopefully after that, once we get filled, hopefully it does crash out after that. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Santiago posted, said it bounced at the 50. Nice. Nice. All right, so let's see if we can get filled, and let's see. Okay. What do you say, back it up? She's done? Thanks, Rocket. Hmm. Honestly, guys, I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how to feel about this. If I got filled in this order, I would hate for this shit to come back to break even. But because I didn't get filled, I want this shit to come back and fill me. Oh my God. So I don't know how to feel about this, man. I don't know how to feel about this, man. That is insane, man. That is insane. How gold just finds a way to do that to me. I don't understand why she does that. Looks like NQ is man, dude. Okay. Nice. Nice. All right. That would have been a beautiful trade right there, man. Target filled. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Ooh. Mm. Mm. What's up? Wow. 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 Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Whatever. I mean, I'm waiting on Alpha Futures to come up. I mean, I don't know if they got their Alpha Futures platform ready yet, but whenever they have that ready, I'll try them out because I know they're gonna do like a discount for that platform. So we'll try it out. Their zero accounts is the only accounts that make sense. I'm surprised that they have anything other than that. Man, that's insane, man. Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Alright. It's just insane, man. Come on, Gold. You need to make up what you did to me. You need to make up for it. I would have been done already. Of course. Of, of course. Damn it. I fucking knew it. Come on, Gold. Push higher. Push higher, baby. Push higher. Nice. Okay. Hmm. All right, man. Okay. It didn't even hit my target here. Yeah, it missed me by like. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely going through a lot of emotions right now. Um, but I'm not gonna allow my emotions to dictate this trade. I'm gonna let this thing play out. But I'm definitely facing some uncomfortable emotions right now for sure. But I'm not gonna let my emotions dictate the trade, man. I mean, it was unfortunate that the market missed me by a tick there. I mean, that was unfortunate. Uh, that was super unfortunate, man. I don't know why the market did that. I was actually prepared to be in a little bit of drawdown because there is actually a supply zone kind of further up a little bit. Thought I was gonna be in some drawdown, but I guess I was in the right area. I mean, I know I was in the right area. I didn't know that I was just so close to where the market wanted to reject. I mean, you just never know. And I would have been done with this drop. I mean, this drop, shit, I would have been done. Plus, it hit my target and exceeded it. And then the trade, I mean, I'm glad that it filled the order. But, I'm in this struggle trade right now. It feels like it's struggling to get to where I needed to go. But I mean, it does look like it'll get to the target. It does look like it will, but we'll see. Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that. I don't like that. I like it when you were green and you was pushing higher. Okay. All right, so I just payout. That was my payout trade right there. Payout. And all right, so I can request a payout in this account. My God, man. This trade was so uncomfortable. Um, I can see why. I can see why, as traders, we do the things that we do because, man, watching, watching the market miss me by a tick and then crashing out. That was an uncomfortable feeling because I mean, if I wanted to make money, I had to re-engage back with the markets. First, I had to overcome my feeling of disappointment. First off, I was frustrated, disappointed, but I had to re-engage with the market and find the next setup. Um, I got hit with it. We got a good start initially. It almost came crashing back down. I mean, this felt so uncomfortable to see. It felt so uncomfortable to see this right here. But and I was thinking about scaling into this thing. Dude, I was thinking about doing a lot of things that would have disrupted this trade right here. And I was able just to get a hold of myself and say, just relax, internally, because I mean, that's kind of why I kind of got up and just took a breath, and I came back. And just feeling so helpless. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling. I don't like that feeling. This was the main reason that kept me away from doing drugs, if you believe that or not. I don't. The first, I've already shared my experience with marijuana. The first time that I did not like that feeling of not being in control and not being able to stop it when I wanted it to stop. That right there, it's like, nope, I don't like this. I couldn't even enjoy it because when I wanted it to stop, it kept going. I wanted it to stop, it kept going. It's like, no, I don't do no. It's like I'm good on this, and it kind of this situation kind of put me back in a situation of not being in control, and just all the thoughts of, man, this thing might come back and stop you out after being up 11 points, blah 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 blah. I had all those things going through my mind, but I'm not going to allow those thoughts or those emotions to dictate this trade. And I'm glad it worked out this time. I'm glad it worked out. I mean, if it didn't work out, the account would lock. I mean, I couldn't do anything about it anyway, but I'm just glad it worked out this time. You said, oh, so you was trading gold? You lost your account on gold? Oh, I thought you lost it on the Nasdaq. See, well, with gold, I've already shared my strategy with gold. I don't even consider a trade unless she breaks out, because the breakout pullback trade on gold is an absolute trade. This is like, look, like right here. This is the breakout pullback right here. It just missed me. Nasty bitch. It just missed me. The breakout pullback trade. I'm not looking for anything else other than that on gold. Now, I was considering coming up with a scalp strategy with gold, but the breakout pullback trade is just so superior. It's really the only trade I'm looking for. Break structure, pulls back, easy money. Easy money, man. And you said the 30-minute. So you said the 30-minute. Where exactly did you... Hold on, guys. God damn it. You said the 30-minute on gold yesterday? On it, like, well, shit. I'm surprised that I'm surprised you traded. Well, okay, never mind. I can't say that. I can't say that. Me personally, I feel like the higher time frame on gold, because it doesn't move. Well, I mean, it moves, but I really don't even know what the story is. The higher I go on gold. I mean, I look at a 1 hour. I don't see anything. The highest I'll go is a 15. And that's mostly for like highs and lows. But even then, I'm not even looking at a 15. I'm really looking at 100 ticks. And for a time base, the highest I go is a 5-minute. I don't even look at anything higher than a 5-minute on gold, because I found that gold respects these microstructures. I mean, I'm not saying that the higher time frames don't work, but I found all my success on the lower time frame with gold. I feel like the higher time frame is more for the Nasdaq or the ES. It's just my opinion. I just want to make that very clear. It's my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's true. But yeah, I just feel like the higher time frames are better on the Nasdaq versus the gold or something, because on the smaller time frame, I know where the swings are, and that's my trading strategy. Mostly on. I mean, first, I'm always going to look for a range, always, and I'm always going to look for the current trading range, which is the current major low and that high. And this is my range right here. I know that if the market doesn't break out of this range, it's going to come back into it. I know that as long as it doesn't take out this low, then the longs will work. And I can see all of this on the smaller time frame. And that's probably why I have a bias of the higher time frame, because I can see everything on the smaller time frame. But when I look on the hourly or something like that, I mean, I don't know what using my strategy, I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, I guess that's a major low. This could be considered the high before the pullback. Or maybe like right here, like maybe. And I guess, I mean, I guess it did hit a 50. I guess it did. Oh, well, I would have got stopped out. Or maybe not. Yeah. Nah, yeah, I would have got stopped out. This one, I mean, it did bounce at the 50 right here. This would have been a winning trade. This probably would have stopped me out. This definitely would have stopped me out. But the point of the matter is that as long as I know where the range is, the current trading range is, gold can't really trick me. Not anymore. She can't trick me anymore. I'm just glad that I'm glad that gold showed the account mercy, because I'm glad that I actually took my profits here. Because I mean, we don't know we don't know what gold's gonna do here. We don't know. Yeah, because that shit don't always do that. Okay. So I got another area that another area of interest that I'm looking at on. Actually, let's look at alpha futures real quick. I do like this. I like how this is what day traders. I do like the color scheme for this platform. I do like the color scheme. And this is day traders version of Top Step X. I don't know if they have but they use rhythmic data, which is kind of so let's look at alpha futures. But you say you did not like it? What didn't you like about? Well, I guess, did they have the ability to lock out your risk settings? That's the only thing that's important to me, is to be able to lock out the risk settings so I can't emotionally trade. Yeah, so honestly, well, yeah, the zero plan, that's insane that this is insane that they're asking for $160 plus $150 on top of that, when they're not necessarily a big reputable brand. That's insane that they have this these accounts. It's insane. All right, so actually, you know what probably let me look at this real quick. I mean, I know we already went over, oh no, never mind. Like a 70%. You have to earn your 90%. Yo, that's so stupid, dude. That's stupid. That is stupid. They should get rid of this. Because if I didn't look at the zero plan, so okay, so if I'm a customer, well, I guess I am a customer or a potential customer. I see this stuff like on TikTok or whatever. Well, I saw this first on TikTok. So I saw this on TikTok, and I'm thinking, okay, that looks pretty cool. Let's try this prop firm out. I come here. This is the first thing I see, and I see that you're talking about a 70%, 90% profit split. I'm gonna click off of this website immediately. They need to change this shit. This is probably the reason why they're probably not getting their I don't know their financial situation, but it is highly likely that they're losing a lot of customers just solely off of this. A 70% profit split. That is insane. Top Step is not even doing that. And if you're new to this space, if you're new to the game, you have to keep it. You just can't make rules that people are not already familiar with. Apex made people get used to always getting a discount. That's why these firms always have to have forever discounts because of Apex, because Apex has conditioned their customers to expect a discount. So there'll always be a discount now. But you can't sit here and join this space talking about, you got to earn a 90% profit split. Okay. Yeah, all right. Bastard. All right. Consistency rule is 50% on the eval, 40% on the funded. And then you got a scaling plan on top of that. I honestly, I don't know how they made it this far. And then you have to pay a $150 activation fee on top of that. I don't know how they made it this far, honestly. This is insane. The pricing here is insane. But these zero plans make sense. No activation fee. They're like $79, $80 for a 25K. I think this is the same price as they don't have a 150K. So their 50K is the only one that makes sense to buy. Their 100K is the same price as a Top Step 150K, which doesn't make sense. Again, you have to model your digital product after Top Step or one of these reputable brands and stop making shit up. Nobody's not going to pay $239 for a 100K, or at least not the amount of people that you would want, unless they want everybody in these 50Ks. It's kind of like Apex's 100K. Like, it's there, but who really gets it? Maybe one or two people, or maybe people that doesn't read the rules, but you're not going to get majority of people to purchase a $240 100K account. At least you have a $500. I thought I saw something where it said that this was supposed to be $399. Okay, so that's for the 25K. So $500 back to funded to reset your funded account. You can have 5 accounts at a time. 40% consistency rule, which is across the board and fair. Max position size, 3 contracts. I mean, honestly, in a 50K, that's kind of all you need. You really don't need that much. These fake reviews. Okay. Because everybody knows that nobody really takes the time to write a good review unless they're paid for. I mean, think about it. How often do you write a good review even if you're satisfied with your product? I mean, that's what you expect, right? You paid for it. You paid for a good product. Why the hell am I taking additional time to write a review? That's why you always got to read the bad reviews, because when people are upset, of course, they're going to write the bad reviews. So I really don't even pay attention to the good reviews, because really nobody, I mean, anyway, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. I'm just ranting and rambling at this So So I'll buy one. They'll probably get this with a 25%. I might get a 25K though. I might get a 25K. I think with a 25K, it'll be about like 50 or 60 bucks. I'll test out their new platform because I mean that's all I'm interested in, is the platform. Yeah, they don't have it. Okay, no. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. Can I? Oh, okay. So Alpha Futures. All right, so that's the URL. What I'm looking for is the payout rules. That's, I mean, at this point, it has to, the price has to make sense. So what I'm going to look for is the payout rule. I don't care about your vision or your mission. I don't care about that. Looks like they have what? Payment transparency. So they have Alpha Capital, Alpha Futures. I wonder if they also do Forex. I wonder if they also do Forex. I mean, it's nice to be in that situation, but oh no, I'm talking about so investors, I'm talking about the risk settings. That's the only thing I care about. I'm not talking about locking out the account. I'm talking about locking out the risk settings. Because TradeC doesn't do it. You can lock out your account. TradeAvate only locks out the account, but not the risk settings. So that's the only thing I'm interested in. So I'm having a hard time navigating and finding their FAQ page. Alpha ticks. Wow. So they I guess they try to make it very hard to find their FAQs. Okay. Payout information. Payout policy. This is what matters. All right, so On their standard account, there are no limits or thresholds that must be met for withdrawal, but we reward consistency. Traders can earn up to 90% profits with a tiered system. So they're saying that there's no limits or no threshold. So what's stopping some? I guess if you take out your your balance, they'll ban you from their firm. All right, so the initial balance is officially formed. We'll take a look at that after we it says every 14 days. So traders may request a payout from their dashboard every 14 days, as long as the 40% consistency rule is satisfied. All right. So you need to make a winning day of $200. Yeah, so we all know how tough it is to make $150 sometimes. So this said shit. Make $50 more. Dude, I don't know what it is about that last day trying to make $150, man, but that shit is probably like the hardest part to pay out. As crazy as that sounds. As crazy as that sounds, it's like the hardest part. Insane. So it looks like the max account is 1,500, 1,000 on the 25K and 25 on the 100K. May request up to 50% of profits. It's not tiered, 90% at all times. All payouts are processed in 48 hours or less. Okay. So in this situation, if I got greedy and said, "Oh, I want this thing to go all the way back up to the highs," my feelings would have been hurt. Because it would have just stopped me out at, it just would have stopped, actually, I got in at 11. It would have stopped me out at 8. So this is where it would have stopped me out at. All right, well, I guess we'll see. All right, so let's look at the Nasdaq real quick. The Nasdaq had this big push higher, and now it's stalled. Typical NQ. But you know, this is a very small opening range right here. Or I'm sorry, very small initial balance. So mm, I don't think no one cares. Damn it. Mm. Hey, what's up, Cape Trader? Were you able to? Did you catch this move in the Nasdaq this morning? Oh shit! I almost fucked up. Good thing I locked myself out. Almost fucked up there. You said the orb hasn't worked out today. Oh, so you still trade the Nasdaq orb, huh? Oh, sorry. Apologize about that. Oh yeah, okay, I see it. It crashed right back into that range, huh? Yeah, I see it. It crashed right back into it after it broke out. Yeah. 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 Oh, you only tried the orb on your Apex account? Man, it came right back to the 50% of the Nasdaq too. Or I'm sorry, the Nasdaq orb. It came right to the 50% imbalance. That's a strategy that I prefer to use on the Nasdaq. Is the 50% of the orb versus trying to catch the breakout, especially after it's made a big move, because technically the market broke out of this range. The market broke out of this range right here. So I do expect a pullback. But I mean, the market is speaking right now. We're seeing all this green on the tick strike. So it looks like they're buying ahead of they're buying ahead of FOMC tomorrow. Yes, I mean, from what I've seen so far, K Trader, it's decent. It's decent. It's a decent trade. So I mean, if it doesn't break out, it looks like it likes to pull back to the 50% and then try again. At least the 50% and try again. But I guess, I mean, it has to do with a lot of context. I mean, if it's super bullish, then people are going to buy that 50% of the Nasdaq if it's trending. They're not going to wait for a deeper pullback. They're going to want to get in. The 50% usually is the what I see is that when it's trending, the 50% is a very powerful level. I mean, shit, if you ask Santiago, the 50% is the only level. But when it's trending, that 50%, a 50% pullback will probably get you the. I mean, it'll probably be the only pullback too. I mean, that's what's crazy about it. No, I'm not phone. That's pretty true. Okay, so can we go for 2 for 2? Let's see what gold does here. Let's see what gold does here. So we got the breakout, and I'm just waiting for the pullback here. But yeah, okay. That's good. Man, payout's a payout. Payout is a payout. Little block. Hmm. 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 Dang, that would have been a nice trade if I got filled there. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna leave this order here because that's still a good trade. It's still a break. Let's wait for the retest. Hopefully it just works out when it decides to come back up. Hmm. So, I mean, the Nasdaq is still in the initial balance. Man, I feel that this could potentially just range here, but I do want to point something out. We have a rally that breaks structure to the left. Not only does it breaks that consolidation range, it also took out yesterday's high. And now we have the market basing ahead of FOMC tomorrow. Jerome Powell's last FOMC meeting. Now let that sink in. It's going to be his last. It is highly unlikely that Jerome Powell will ever. Anyway, I do think that we see an expansion higher. We all know it's a rally base and then another rally. We might see a sweep of this liquidity underneath the range, and then we'll see a continuation. Hmm. Hmm. This is a bit of a risky trade on gold here. I'm trading the double bottom retest of this area right here. That's more of a risky trade. It's about a 50-50 trade. This is not a trade that I usually take. I don't usually take double tops and double bottom trades. Usually don't. But this is the account that was bought for that. Because now that I'm focusing 100% on gold, I need to explore other options when it comes to trading opportunities. I'm always going to take the pullback retest trades in my funded accounts, but with eBows, I'm just going to test the waters with other types of trades and see what happens. Yeah, I definitely agree with what you said, Red Kid, because of yeah. I mean, the price is still in the initial balance. I mean, it's if it's not, I mean, it's literally still dead, kind of dead set in the middle of it. I mean, you have a small initial balance, so that means for an entire hour, this is the range that the Nasdaq created in just an entire hour. And like I said, I mean, the market is choosing to make these moves during London, so it seems like Asia. Well, obviously last night's Asian session was horrible, and trading the London session was the place to be. But it just seems like all the good price action is in every session except New York. I wonder why that is. Are all the Nasdaq traders? I mean, you would think that, I mean, these bots that make a majority of the trading volume in the market doesn't have a bedtime, and I guess that, well, I guess if I mean in that context, I guess, yeah, why not? Why not move the market at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning while the volume is thin? You can easily make your move, get to the levels that you want to get to versus trying to fight all the buy and sell orders that's going to come in at New York. Yeah, that does make sense if you look at it from an algorithmic point of view. It's just easier to make the moves overnight while there's not enough volume or not enough uh, market participants to go against your position. I guess that makes sense, because how often are we seeing this type of price action in New York? Way more often than we should. This is the initial balance. So if you're a gold trader and you're looking for a one and done trade, I found that the initial balance trade on gold, that 50%, that 618, that 50% or the 618 is a good trade on gold. It's a really good trade. Fading the low and fading the top is another good trade. Trading the break and pullback into the range is a good trade. You know, I mean, in hindsight, I do see the range right here. I do see the break. That's interesting. I didn't even notice this. I'm just now noticing it. I'm just now noticing it. That's insane. And that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. When I get so super focused, and then when I finally come out of that focus, it's like, oh wow. I mean, there it is. The reason why we're seeing the market drop or whatever. It's literally broke structure. You got a range right here. It pulled back to the range and it dumped. Huh. Wow. 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 I damn. All right, so that's something that I'm definitely gonna have to work on. I definitely have to keep up. Man, I'm just now seeing this, and this price action was in my face the entire time, and I'm just now seeing it. Oh yeah, speaking of that, man, tell me why yesterday I had a setup on gold that took all like literally the entire session to finally hit. And tell me why when I came back to my desk toward the end of the day to check on it, I got filled. It was a profitable trade, but top steps 310 cutoff time. I mean, this happened. It dumped after the cutoff time. So as it was going down, it closes my position. And believe it or not, I was actually negative in the trade. And this is why. Because fees and commissions. Fees and commissions. I got hit with fees and commission. I lost $1. So I made about $5. And I paid about almost $7 in fees. And because it cut off, the position was down $1.02 yesterday. All I could do was laugh because this is what happened afterwards. This is what happened afterwards. It hits my limit. It goes in my direction. It cuts off. And then if I was able to hold my position for the entire session, I would have got my target filled. Okay. It looks like the market is trying to come in hot, man. It looks like they're trying to sell this thing on the Nasdaq. Probably not, man. God damn, gold. God damn. Now what's up? Damn. And they're really trying to sell this thing on gold here. They're really selling it. Look at all this selling pressure. Hmm. Hmm. And all you can do is just, well, they're probably gonna make a dump. 60-point target. Hmm. Yeah, these are the type of markets that'll get you caught up. I mean, it's boring. I wouldn't say that it's boring. It's just that the market's just not. I guess the market right now is making a lot of traders feel that it's not going to do anything. And in situations like this, it's easy for someone to click buttons, get into trades just because they're looking for their next trade hit. This is definitely the time where you got to sit on your hands because the markets are just not making sense right now in the way of this moving. Yeah, that's definitely true, Tony. So I'm looking at, actually, let me just show you the trade. And I know that this trader right now is probably highly upset. I was looking at the top step indicator to see what everybody else was thinking and everybody else is talking about. And of course, this trader right here was up about 54 points, $1,000. He was up about 54 points, looking for 975. Or, is this it? 975. Oh wow, we got his target hit. Or hold on, am I looking at this right? 25. Hold on, what am I looking at? What is? I don't know. I'm looking at it. I may be looking at this wrong. Where did he get this from? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I don't know where this must be an old screenshot. Oh, this must be old. I don't know how he did that, unless he's showing a screenshot from yesterday, because obviously we're not in the 25s no more with Nasdaq, unless we are, unless I'm tripping. Yeah, we're not. Okay, so all right, never mind. So what I was going to say was that, yeah, it looks like this trader was up about 54 points, and it looks like it's back at break even, but unless Top Step is on the new contract. Unless Top Step is on the new contract right now. Oh shit, Top Step is on the new contract. So it looks like they already rolled over already. Are y'all guys still trading the March contract, or did y'all guys roll over as well? God damn. Dang, what's going on with the Nasdaq right now? Yo, what the hell is going on right now? Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I was like, dude, no way. I got this on a 100K tick. Okay. So yeah, so he was targeting. Okay, so yeah, that trader. All right. So I guess all the Top Step traders are on this. So He missed his target. Don't know if if he's taking his profits because he was all the way looking for 975 just for the Nasdaq to come probably back up to his break even, and he probably stopped out. Okay, so yeah, he stopped out. He stopped out at break even. Maybe. Okay, never mind. Okay, I was looking at this wrong. I thought that was his because that wouldn't be there. Okay, never mind. Well, we'll see. We'll see if he get his target. It was up about $1,000. That's there. Mm. All right, so since everybody's on the new contract, let's just go to the new contract. All right. Okay. So this is the June contract that I'm now trading on. I mean, it's basically the same. It's basically the same. The Nasdaq didn't do anything too out of the ordinary versus the March contract. I can't. I mean, how? Okay. So I mean, yeah, it's basically the same. Let's see. All right. Looks like London is finally crashing down. London Bridge. All right. So let's see. Let's see if gold is going to fill my order and we're going to get like a push. So apparently Trump posted something. Let's look at that. Trump posted something. And this is why we're... I guess I'll just keep financial juice up just in case. Equities. Okay. All right, so Trump said we no longer need Japan, Australia, or South Korea's support. That's interesting. We no longer need or desire NATO countries' assistance. The United States have been informed by most of our NATO allies that they do not want to get involved. What the military option, the military operations against the terrorist regime of Iran. You know, for the fear and greed index to be at 23, the market is not showing that. At least gold isn't. The Trump meets with Ireland's prime minister. I wonder why. Says the Trump administration could be forced to shut down smaller airports if the government funding standoff continues. You know, as a TSA agent, I'm surprised that they still have people still applying to be a TSA agent, because it seems like for whatever reason, you would think after September of 2021, you would think that the people that you would want to make sure is paid are the people that are literally the front line and only security for people to get in on planes and to make sure and to ensure that the plane rides are safe. You would think. Now you have an agitated TSA agent thinking about how they're going to pay their bills, and that's what their mind is going to be focused on. And they're not going to necessarily be focused in stuff when in situations like that. Mistakes and things can slip through the cracks, and that will make traveling in the air very dangerous. I feel like that's very irresponsible. All right, so let's see if we can get this limit filled. It's very irresponsible not to pay the TSA agents or make sure that they're good. The air traffic controllers, make sure that they're good. Like, why are they the ones that? That's stupid. Yeah, we're not going to pay you, but we expect you to come into work. And mind you, being an air traffic controller is not anybody can do it. So if you lose these people, you're not going to have anybody to really replace them. All right, so let's see. This is one of those, this is a trade that I wouldn't normally take. I don't like taking double bottom and double top trades. I don't like it because of this. I feel like double top and double bottom trades are usually gambles, but we'll see. We'll see. This is a 2 micro position. God damn. That's why I don't take double bottom trades at all. Double bottom, double top trades. I don't take these types of trades just because of that. But I mean that is a lot of bearish pressure coming down. It did break structure to the downside, but uh okay. Okay. But all right guys, I'm out of time for this session. Uh, choppy day. Uh we had two great trading opportunities on gold. One of those opportunities missed me by literally one tick. That was super frustrating. I had to deal with a lot of uncomfortable emotions, but despite all that, I had to re-engage back with the markets, find another opportunity to make money, and that one became challenging as well. But I'm just glad that it worked out this time, and hopefully that it will continue to work out in the future. So we took really two good trades today. I think the market is going to potentially chop ahead of FOMC. I do believe that we'll probably see the market trade back into this range. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But we could see the market actually trade lower, prepare for that pump that we could potentially see on both the Nasdaq and gold. So we could see gold potentially try to take out this low, but this is the initial balance. So a good trade would be to, if it breaks and pops back up, that's probably a pretty good trade. So look out for that. But we'll definitely come back later on tonight, and we'll definitely look for more opportunities to earn some more money. And with that said, peace out, everybody, and keep on jabbing.